are bringing their spouse and or children to the tournament, they will be allowed their own room. Otherwise, we will have coaches share rooms. Does that make sense? Okay. You will receive an email prior to the tournament with room assignment and details. If you will not be staying in the Texas Fury reserved room, young people, listen to this, okay? If you will not be staying in the Texas Fury reserved room, or you will have a floater coach subbing, you must notify Hillary at least 1 week prior to your scheduled tournament. So we do have, a lot of young coaches, and they have friends or family or whatever, and they go stay with them, and we've got this hotel room that we're paying for, and it just sits there empty, okay? So try to help your club and save us low money and tell us that you're not going to be staying in the hotel room. Even if it's last minute, there's times that we can cancel. Let's see. And boyfriends and girlfriends are not allowed in the hotel rooms. It's just spouses. And kids. While in hotels, expect your athletes to respect the property and privacy of others in the hotel. Loud or rowdy behavior will not be tolerated. Under no circumstances will Fury athletes have male guests in their hotel room outside of family members. Visitors should be restricted to the hotel lobby only. Athletes are not allowed to enter another guest hotel room that is not a Texas Fury player, parent, or family member. Athletes should not be in coaches' hotel rooms at any point. Meetings and team gatherings must be held in the player, parent hotel room, the hotel lobby, or another public area. When a player's parent is not present at a tournament, the athlete must coordinate with the team parent and coach regarding their transportation, hotel arrangements, and their location during non-playing periods. Coaches are expected to dress modestly and respectfully during non-playing periods. Remember that you are role models and representatives of Texas Fury. Expect athletes to dress modestly and respectfully during non-playing periods. Don't let the girls go change into cut-off shorts where their rear ends are hanging out at a tournament. Okay? You can either tell them, hey, you're not allowed to have that Texas Fury jersey on with those shorts, or you can come get Nicole or I and we'll let them know. Okay? Make sure too that you're always in your Fury apparel at the tournaments. Okay? We want to be looking professional all the time. You will be provided with plenty of Fury stuff. And if you feel like you don't have enough Fury stuff, come to me and tell me. And I will get you some more.
So you're talking about off the court, in the hotel lobby?
No, just at the tournament.
Okay,
When you're at the hotel and restaurants, you can wear whatever you want.
And at practice too, right?
And at practice. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
At the tournament.
Track tournament results and stats. Each coach is required to maintain record of all matches so that your regional ranking can be maintained. This should include the tournament name, date, name of opponent, result, winner, loss, and score, and your overall finish at the tournament. So we give you a sheet that makes this really easy to do. And what I like to do is I will, before the tournament starts, already put in who I'm playing that day. Win or loss, what the score was, done. Okay? We have to have this for you to be placed correctly at the big tournaments like Lone Star Classic, Lone Star Regionals, any big tournaments. They're going to go in and look at your ranking. And if you don't have the correct information in there, you're going to get seeded horribly. And you're not going to have a very good tournament. Okay? Let's see. Tournament records must be submitted to Jeff Erickson within a week following each tournament. Don't make him hunt you down for your tournament results. There's going to be a Google Doc where you will enter in what you've what you've written down, and it will be, you can either email it to him or you can go into that Google Doc and enter in that information. Okay? Each coach must also keep stats for their team. You will be provided with Texas Fury Universal Stat Form. Tracking stats will help you improve as a coach and a team. We don't care what you use to keep your stats. We've put a lot of options in your binder. A lot of people, I use an app. A lot of our coaches use apps. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But we just need you keeping stats, because stats really can tell you a lot that you don't remember or see standing on the sidelines. Okay? Tobacco, drugs, and alcohol.
Can you tell us the name of the app that y'all
It is rotate 1, 2, 3. Let's see, what is that called? There's another name for it. We'll have a stat training too before your first tournament, where we'll have like all kinds of information on stats. Hey babe, can you turn our ghetto spotlight on up there? Don't do that with the corner of the house. I can't see. Yeah. It's gonna go. Just go in there and go to the left. I'll show you. Okay,
Like a beam of light.
Tobacco, drugs, alcohol. Coaches are restricted from the use of tobacco, drugs, and alcohol before practices and tournaments, and anytime you are in the presence of any Texas Fury athlete and or parent. So don't drink in front of your kids or the parents. Yeah, she's considered a coach right now. And that's the thing. We do have there are several parents in the club, and if we all go out to dinner together as coaches, that's coaching. Okay. Mostly, we don't want to be drinking in front of the girls. Okay. Texas Fury requires athletes to abstain from the use of tobacco, drug, and alcohol while attending any Texas Fury event. Any coach or athlete found to be in possession of any illegal substance must be reported to directors immediately and may be removed from the club. Will be. That should say will. That is so much better. Is that too bright?
Right. I mean, don't look into like this.
We're almost done, you guys. It's getting close.
We can do it.
We can do this. Managing conflict, our favorite thing. Parents are encouraged and expected to be active and involved members of the Texas Fury program. When managing parent-player conflicts, be patient and courteous, but firm and consistent. Always be positive. Try to resolve problems
Keep it
individually.
forward. We can't.
You're listening to me right now.
Put it back the way it was.
This
Put
way.
it back the way it was.
Put it all the
You
way
are
up.
so distracting.
I'm sorry.
Tilt it down.
He's trying to be helpful.
Down.
That's okay. Blinds everybody.
That's okay.
We're not supposed to be
You're not
looking at it.
helping, you're hindering.
Don't look into the
It was
light.
fine, not what? He's the most helpful person in the world. No, Dan.
Down. We want to read the thing.
Yeah, point it down, babe. Yeah, put it all in purpose.
Stay on the edge.
There you go. That's good. Is that gonna blind somebody?
No. Is that hurting y'all guys?
No, I'm fine.
She's like,
Still look up. It's good. Just don't look up.
okay, try to resolve problems individually, but if it's not possible, contact the director for help or guidance. So, y'all missed that, but it was just saying, be patient and courteous, but firm and consistent. So don't get emotional. That's the key. When a parent is upset, keep your emotions out of it. And just stay calm and collective, and it will help you a lot. The line of communication should be from coach to athlete to parent for all issues involving athletes and their teams. Athletes are encouraged and expected to talk to their coaches about any problems or concerns they may have. If a parent comes to you and they're upset, just say, has your child talked to me about this yet? Because I'd really like for your child to learn to come to me first. Okay, so that's what we want them to try to do, is that the girl come to you first and say, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And then the parent can get involved. Players' fees provide guaranteed equal practice time, but not guaranteed equal playing time in tournaments. We tell all the parents this very clearly. Should parents and or players have concerns with playing time or any other conflict, they must follow the club policies listed below. Do not, for any reason, and all the parents will go through this, approach coaches or staff members during or immediately after a tournament to discuss conflicts including playing time, lineups, and coaching decisions. You must wait at least 48 hours to approach your coach about concerns. Should a player wish to discuss their playing time or any other, am I on the right thing? Concern, they will need to meet player to coach first, before or after practice in private. If the player still has concerns and parent or player concerns, the parent or player may request a meeting with the coaches privately. Lastly, if neither of those efforts resolve your concerns, you may request a meeting with the director and your coaches. To fully address concerns, the player coach Oh, this is important. To fully address concerns, the player, coaches, both parents and directors will be present at this meeting. So we need both of the parents to be there if possible, because otherwise you may clear things up with mom and dad gets to the tournament and he is pissed and he is still upset, okay? So he needs to be in that meeting and the player needs to be in the meeting. There are times where maybe the player doesn't have to be there depending on what the subject is, but the majority of the time the player needs to hear what we're talking about and what the concerns are, because you just end up with so many different stories if not everybody's there. Always listen and be open to parent-player concerns without getting defensive and reacting emotionally. Coaches must maintain respectful discussion with parents and athletes. Notify the director as soon as possible if issues arise with athletes and parents that may result in future complications, so the directors can be prepared to assist you in the resolution. If a player quits your team, contact the director immediately. Disciplinary strike system. In the event that club policies are broken, there will be a reprimand process for all club members, including parents, players, Tex Fury staff, and coaches. Coaches found in violation of club policies will have a meeting with the directors. All violations will be handled individually, documented, and the consequences will be up to the discretion of the directors, not the coaches. Okay. Equipment and facilities. Each team is given 6 volleyballs. They're going to be numbered in a bag, a ball bag, coach's binder, and a first aid kit at the beginning of the season. This equipment must be turned in at the end of the season to a director. Any missing equipment is the coach's financial responsibility. So make sure you keep up with your tournament volleyballs and all the other equipment and give it back to us at the end of the season. Coaches must make sure all facilities are left in better condition. All equipment must be put away properly and all trash picked up. Other teams and organizations also use the facilities. Please make sure to start and end your practices on time. There's 6 clubs in the Round Rock Sports Center. We're the largest of them, and they gave us first dibs, so we're kind of like the big dog in there for the first time in a facility. We want to treat these other clubs with respect, and we want them to know they're just as important. So make sure that we're not just walking on their court and saying, it's 5 minutes over, be respectful, that's going to happen. I told the directors of the other clubs, if we're on and you guys are trying to warm up on the side of the court. We're totally okay with that. When they're doing dynamic stretches or something, they're not going to be doing ball handling or anything. And they said that that's okay with them also. So, and make sure you end on time if somebody's coming in after you. Let's see. All balls must be accounted for before your practice or tournament is dismissed. It is the coach's responsibility to return balls and carts to the storage closet. First aid kit and medical release forms must be on hand at all practices and tournaments. We'll cover medical release forms a little bit later. All the kids are going to turn one into you, and you're going to keep them in your binders. And you have to have them with you at all times. Keep first aid supplies stocked. If you need replacements, let us know. For all injuries, you have to fill out an incident report, which is in your binder, and turn it into a director. Team parent, chaperone. Each team will have a parent representative to serve a team chaperone, team parent. Team chaperones will be selected at the first team meeting. There will be a team parent meeting to help prepare them for the season. Our lead team mom, Dawn, over here.
Hi. Sorry.
Will also be available to give guidance throughout the season. Chaperone responsibilities include they have to attend all the practices, plan tournament meals, snack bags, food tables, team outings, help coaches enforce curfew, coordinate team building, big sister, little sister program. You'll learn more about communicating with parents on team events, season events, providing athletes with transportation in case of medical emergency, and generally helping you in any way possible. Utilize your team moms. She's going to be a huge part of your success during the season. So take the time to sit down with her and talk to her about ways that she can help you. Another good thing for team moms is for them to have the tournament balls and bring them to the tournament for you. So it's one less thing that you're having to think about and worry about before you go to a tournament. But we have great team moms, so use them as much as you can.
Did I hear right? even team dads have to.
Oh,
be at
team
practice?
parents.
Yeah. I'm gonna be biased. On that. So you want them to attend all the practices?
Well, I mean, we ask them to, but
If a child gets hurt and they have to be taken to the hospital
You
or
have a
something.
parent available for that.
Right.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
I got you.
So, and usually they're like helping you make little sister gifts anyways, or doing a team building
Sure,
thing.
sure.
Like they're usually, our team moms, the good ones, get really involved, and they're awesome. So I love it. Like they just help me stay on track. So, payments for player participation. At no time are coaches to accept Text Fury payments from players or parents. In the event a player is not current with payments, the coach will be notified, and that player will not be allowed to participate in practices or tournaments until payments are current. If there is a problem financially, the parent should contact the director. Parents will try to turn in a check to you, and don't take it. It's just not a safe thing, because if it gets misplaced, then it's on you. So usually you're going crazy with practice and you stick it in your backpack and forgot you had it or something like that. So just tell them I'm not allowed to take that. Okay, this is in bold, so it must be important. We strive to instill these policies in our players and their families and coaches, so the Texas Fury Volleyball Club will maintain its reputation as a highly respected club. Thank you for choosing to coach with Fury, not play.
Hands in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, so on the back, this is in 2 spots in your binder. It's just our club staff contacts, and it tells you who to contact for what. Okay, so don't email me about everything. That's what this is
Back
in
off.
here for. If you have questions about Big Sister, Little Sister, email Dawn. Okay. Or
Are we supposed to CC you guys in our parent emails and stuff? We don't have to CC you and all that
No.
stuff.
Okay, cool.
absolutely not. If it's an important email, sometimes it's good to CC one of us or both of us, especially if it's like a reprimand or a conflict going on the team. You know, it's it's good to CC us. So anyway, y'all can look through that. We've got a charity event coordinator. I actually gave her y'all's information and told her that y'all would be great people to contact. So she's going to be contacting y'all. We're going to be doing a ton of stuff with charities this year. We're excited about team building. Contact Michelle all the time. I'm telling y'all, you got to use her because she is incredibly wise and can come in and look at your team and tell you, this girl is your best leader, this girl is going to cause problems, this girl needs to be encouraged, this girl needs to be reprimanded. I mean, she is like on the ball, can read players, and can say, you need to focus on this. And she's not direct like I am. She's the sweetest, most positive lady in the world. And so anyway, she can really give you some advice. Like if I'm having some problems with team dynamic, I'm like, Michelle, this is going on. Will you please come in and work with my girls? And almost before every tournament, especially big tournaments, I always have her come in and do a team building event activity with my kids. So utilize her. She's awesome. Okay, seriously, y'all rock. We're so excited to have y'all at Fury. So thank you, each of you, for your commitment.
You did
to
wonderful.
our
That there's a journal in there.
Hey, it's perfect.
Do you have
It's
a Texas
perfect.
Fury hand sign? Is that a thing that we have or no?
I think the girls have, what is F?
It's the. Remember we figured this out?
Oh, is this?
Or was it that?
Come up.
No, that's not a
That's
thing.
not,
Who's that behind me?
It was.
I was gonna get
Yeah,
Harlan
it's a gang
there, but she
sign.
said no.
It's whatever you want it to be.
You jump out of the tree and scare Miss Hoban.
Yes, but it's.
I turned that on.
It's the F.
And I